So, I have a confession to make. It's actually been several days since the last time I recorded this, way more than 2, and probably more than 4. I'll be honest, I was going to record this a couple days ago, but then, honestly, I just wasn't in the mood, you know? The desire to do this just wasn't there. And we're starting off with another major test of strength, ain't that great? You know, the mood was there to record this tonight. So I was ready to record more of this game tonight. But then, you know, the mood was gone. Not because I didn't want to, but because of the other stuff I had to do tonight. So, once again, tonight I had to bathe my dog because his buttocks was absolutely covered. And then I had to clean the dishes, and after all that, it's like, man, I'm tired. Do I even have time? Do I even have any more time tonight? Well, I have a little bit of time, so I'm gonna record at least one of these tonight. Just one. It's a good chance to use these things up. So, I have a couple of things to talk about today. First, before I talk about the main topic today, which is me running into a couple of friends, so, something that my dad has been doing recently is... Okay, so you remember me discussing the Japan trip, not the Japan, the Hong Kong portion of the trip, and how I was unable to shave. Like, I literally was not able to shave my face because I was literally unable to charge my electric razor in all of Hong Kong. Like, I literally was not able to shave in all of Hong Kong because I could not charge my freaking razor. Uh-oh. I don't have anything electric anymore. Hey, get back here. Oh, it actually doesn't freeze. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Okay, honestly, not a whole lot of good weapons. I guess I'll use this, we can get this back anytime. Oh boy. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up before the blue ring actually makes it! There we go. Hey, look at that, we're getting better. This one didn't take me like 8 attempts. Then again, we also have more heart containers now. Oh, of course I want that. Kinda tempted to drop this. Yes, I will, since we can get a great flame blade back anytime we want. Like, they're easy to find. And it's already been used up a bit. Ooh, climbing gear. That's gonna be very helpful. I don't remember where specifically to get a lot of armors in this game. I still have to look that up to refresh my memory. I am recording, right? Watch, I'm not recording and then autosave does what it loves to do. Being not save when I want it to, and save when I don't want it to. So, you guys remember how I said that during the trip, my dad and I... Well, yeah, I wasn't able to shave over there. Well, ever since the trip, my dad's razor, or rather the charger for his razor broke. Like, he can't charge his razor to shave anymore. And because the two of us, we use the exact same razor model. So he's been using my charging dock to charge his. I probably should have pulled up the picture beforehand about where all the shrines are. Crap, I should have looked that up sooner. Anyways, So he's been charging his razor on my shaving razor dock. And I just knew sooner or later he was going to get them mixed up and he was going to take my razor to shave his face instead. It's, you know, instead of taking his. And yep, that's exactly what happened today. Let's see. So, yeah, I already took a look at the shrine here. I'm not able to get there just yet. I don't want to tackle Eventide just yet. Oh, hey, there's the shrine at Lurelin Village. I can go and do that. We haven't been to Lurelin Village yet. Nice little settlement. So yeah, I just knew at some point my dad would get both our razors mixed up. Because, you know, they're both the same design. And yeah, of course, my dad, he mixed them up today. I'm thinking like, so my dad, he charges his razor in my bathroom. I'm just thinking, why don't you just take the entire charging dock, you know, the charging cord, and charge it in your bathroom, instead of, you know, risking mixing them up like this. He's just like, don't you need to charge it? Don't you shave every day? No. No, I do not shave every day, like you. I shave whenever it grows out, quote-unquote, too much, and I need to clean up. Like, I shave every couple of days, and I don't leave my razor charging 24/7. So whenever I need to shave in the morning, I charge it the night before. Let's see, I need to go to the Lurelin Village, which is over here. And nope, there is no faster way to get there. We couldn't do this last time, so we're just gonna, you know, skedaddle on by. You know, my dad's always going on and on about hygiene and cleanliness. And then this happens, you know? Obviously, I'm upset. I'm disappointed. I'm grossed out because, you know, this is something that I press up against on my face that he pressed up against on his face. It's not a big deal, honestly. You know, it's not like we're sharing a toilet where we have no choice but to, you know, share in our disgusting human body needs. But, you know, it's also not to the same level of, like, you know, sharing a toothbrush. It's not as bad as that, but it's not as, you know, it's not as good as the other. It's just in between those two bad examples I provided. What is that over there? I thought I saw something over here. What's that? Oh, that's a... Oh, I almost thought that was a fox. That's a goat. Ooh, look at that. Look at what I see. I can at least go down here and see if there's at least a treasure chest I can pillage before going down to that shrine. Like, honestly, all I need to do is remove the cap and just rinse it, wash it with soap, just put it back on. Wow, that didn't even detonate from that? Okay. I see a wooden chest. That's not good, actually. By the way, I don't know if the mic's picking it up. I highly doubt you guys can hear it. It's raining outside. Alright, peace out. I said peace out! Can I pick that up by chance? Is there an arrow sticking up there? Sweet. What the hell? The sound effect got cut off. Any coconuts? Why, yes, there is. Yep, don't forget we got that one annoying Korok to do here. I don't want to do it right now. I don't know, maybe my stance will change in like 20 minutes. So anyways, yeah, my dad's always going on about hygiene and cleanliness, and then he goes and mixes up our razors, you know, something that the two of us have to press against our faces. A weighty decision. Is weighty even a word? It just sounds like not a real word you would find in a dictionary. I also want to tell you guys about a dream I had last night. It's not as disgusting as the last one was I told you about. In fact, it's a rather short dream. It lasted like 30 seconds. So, last night, or rather pretty early this morning, I had a dream where I was at work with, you know, my family and a bunch of other people filling the room, NPCs. And then I heard one loud bang, and then I heard another loud, more discernible bang. And then, at the same time, everyone all at once got up, just sprang up and was like, alright, let's get out of here. Because we all instantly knew those bang sounds were gunshots. So all of us were like jumping up to pack up our stuff, to get out of here, to run for our lives. So, you know, naturally, I also get up and start moving. So then tell me why I actually got up from my bed and I was like, oh, it was a dream. Yeah, that's it. That was my dream. I just had a dream that, you know, hearing some gunshots at work, we all had to jump up, you know, start running for our lives, get out of there. So I literally sprang up in real life out of my bed. Well, I didn't jump out of my bed, but I did, you know, wake up. And then, you know, I realized, oh, it was a dream. There's no actually any shooters. I mean, it's not the first time I've dealt with, you know, gunmen, shooters at work. I've actually dealt with that before, you know. Now, I was never robbed point blank before. Thankfully, that's not happened yet, and hopefully that never happens. But, you know, there have been cases in the past where, you know, at work, heard gunshots and had to leave immediately. I'm not kidding. I've really had that happen before, too. It's actually happened more to my brother-in-law. You know, given the mall that he works at. Alright, was that it? Yep, that's it. Alright, so let me tell you about the fact that on 2 separate cases recently, one of them being earlier today, I ran into 2 old friends of mine. One of them being today. So, a couple days ago, I was, you know, as always, at work. Wasn't much happening, so I was walking around playing Pokemon Go. And then, I walked by, you know, I walked by someone who looked familiar. And then I started to recognize her. Hey, it was a friend of mine from not only elementary school, but also high school. We were in the same first grade class, and look at that. You know, we spent the 8 years in elementary school together, we spent the 4 years in high school together, but then after high school, we haven't spoken. Not really. Or we haven't seen each other in person since high school. So, she was with her group of friends. Her friends were, you know, walking away as she was on a phone call. And of course I wanted to say hi, so I awkwardly stood there just waiting for her to either like raise her head up to notice me, because I didn't want to just like tap her on the shoulder while she was on the phone. So this was a couple days ago. I ran into an old friend of mine from first grade. Known her since first grade. You know what? I think this time I'll go for stamina. You know, we chatted. Turns out that she was going to school in the States, which I didn't know. This whole time, occasionally, like, you know, seeing her Instagram story, I thought she was still here in Canada. I didn't know she actually went down to the States to actually study in university. I didn't know that. And also turns out that I didn't know what she was studying, but my friends did. You know, she's studying optometry, which, you know, is one level higher than what I studied in school. Like, she's actually gonna be an optometrist, like an actual eye doctor. You know what? Good for her. Oh, I can't take these? Fine. I don't remember if there's a lot for me to do here. I'm sure there is, like, a good amount for me to do. I kind of just don't want to do it right now. Or, you know, I'm sure there's side quests and stuff. Let's see, where's that Korok at? If we can, may as well get it out the way. At least I said hi to her, you know? There was a case a couple months ago where an old friend of mine from high school, she was walking around, I noticed her, but she didn't notice me. I was debating back and forth, should I go and say hi to her? Ultimately, I did not, and then I'm just like, ah, shit, I probably should have. You know? Reconnect with an old friend. That's a good idea. Alright, let's do this annoying-ass Korok I hate doing. Okay, let's see how far that goes. Okay, not far enough. 4 hits is not far enough. Let's try 5. So yeah, turns out that she's taking optometry classes in the States. Which, like I said, is actually one level higher than what I studied in college. The option for me to become one is always there, but yeah, let's face it, my stupid ass, not a chance I'll even succeed. So, you know, why try when I know I won't even succeed? But how would you know if you won't even try? Well, given the fact that I failed college 3 times, literally a level lower than what she's studying, I think it's a fair conclusion to come to. Well, that was pointless. I was trying to climb up the tree to jump over. I don't have Ascend, which sucks. I miss my Ascend. How am I supposed to get up there? Oh, I really wish I could just go right here and then ascend up. But that's the wrong game. This is the wrong game for that. Ugh, can it not rain right now? My sister's playing with my dog outside, by the way, if you can hear the barking. So yeah, good for her. Honestly, I didn't know she was studying that. Nor did I know she went to the States to study that. Like I said, I thought she was up here in Canada the whole time, but no, it turns out she's doing school down in the good old United States of America. Okay, this Korok wasn't that bad. You know? At least I got it done. I don't have to worry about this Korok anymore. What else can I do? There's a shrine here on Mount Floria, though I don't remember what shrines are shrine quests and what aren't. Like, there's a whole bunch of shrines. There's a ton of shrines here in Farron I have yet to do. Like, they'd be easy ones to do. Like, I could do the one here at the stable. In fact, I am going to do the one at the stable right now. So, yeah. A part of me was debating, like, should I ask her to take a picture, like a selfie together, just to mark down the occasion that we, after all this time, after all these years, cross paths once again? I was debating back and forth, like, should I ask her for a picture with me? Like, I feel like I'm asking a celebrity for a picture with... But it's like, no, this is a friend of mine I've known since first grade, like 15 years. Shouldn't be awkward to ask for a picture together, but then we know how I am. We know the person that I am. I'm not good with meeting new people. And that's not even what this was. This wasn't even a case of meeting someone new. This is someone I've known almost my whole life. Sure, we haven't always talked and we haven't always stayed connected, but you know, still known each other for almost our entire lives. Okay, I don't have enough stamina to make it up there. Wrong direction. Wrong direction, I said. You know, I'm just not good with talking to people. So, me and her, we were just talking about, like, what we've been up to. I mentioned I went to college. She mentions she's still doing school. And she's only back up in Canada for, like, a week to visit before she has to go back. It's like, okay, cool. Well, now what do I say to her? Now what do I talk about, right? Like, I'm just not good with making small talk, that kind of stuff. So, you know, I was just trying my best to break the awkward silence. Say something random so that it's not like, alright, cool, cool. Well, I gotta go. It was nice seeing you. That kind of stuff. Trying to avoid that. But yeah, now looking back, it's like, shit! I really should have asked her to, you know, take a selfie together. Just to mark down the occasion. Well, that was a couple days ago. And then, earlier today, I ran into another friend. A different friend who also, we were in the same first grade all the way up to high school. Or the end of high school. In fact, she used to be my best friend during first grade. And then, you know, we just drifted apart over the years, but we still stayed friends. We weren't as close anymore after first grade. I mean, for God's sake, it was first grade. But, you know, we still stayed friends afterwards. And exact same thing. Me and her, we were also in the same first grade class. We went to the same high school together afterwards, and then we haven't really spoken ever since high school ended. Why am I climbing this? Oh, right, it's because the stable's just up here. Forgot what I was doing. So yeah, today on a totally separate occasion, I ran into yet another friend who, you know, known each other for like 15 years and haven't spoken since the end of high school. Same thing. Walking around, playing Pokemon Go. I actually noticed the back of her head, and then I heard her voice. She was standing outside a nail salon place about to get her nails done, asking about, like, stuff, I don't know. I heard her voice, like, sounds kind of familiar. I turned around, tried to look at her face, and then it's like, the more I looked at her face, the more I recognized, like, wait a second, I know you. And once again, I was awkwardly standing there waiting for a chance to say hi, because she was talking to the staff people, the staff members at the nail salon place. I was just waiting for her to finish talking to the staff, so I could, you know, walk up and be like, hey, it's been a while. And awkward enough, the staff members actually noticed, like, hey, there's this weird guy just standing there. It looks like he wants to talk to you. There's this strange guy here. He looks like he's just waiting to talk to you. Of course, they didn't say that, but I'm sure that's what they were thinking. It's like, why is this guy just standing behind one of our customers, you know, looking like he wants to talk to her, you know? So we actually didn't talk or catch up too much today, actually. You know, she was getting her nails done, and obviously I wasn't about to sit around and just, you know, stay there and chat while she was getting her nails done. So I told her, like, yeah, I work here. Matter of fact, just over there. It's not busy right now, so I'm just walking around. And then she's like, oh, cool. Like, which one's your store? So I told her where my store was. She's like, okay, let me get my nails done, and then I'll come over and we can catch up. I actually waited the whole day, waiting for, like, alright, when is she coming? It's like, no way her nails take, like, 3 hours. No, it turns out that she had to leave right away after the nail appointment. So, right when I was getting ready to close up shop, I'm like, you know what? I should probably walk over to that nail salon place and let her know that I'm leaving, just in case she actually, you know, she actually decides to come over from her freakishly long nail appointment, and then, you know, just to see that I left already. So right as I was about to head over to let her know, hey, so I'm actually about to leave right now. Don't worry about it, you know, I'm always here. So, you know, whenever you want to catch up again, you know. So, like, don't worry about the fact that we weren't able to catch up today, that kind of thing. But then I was told, you know, she had to leave immediately after the nails because she had to help her mom with something. It's like, well, obviously you're not going to hold that against her. So I said, alright, we can catch up another time. Don't worry about it, you know, I'm always here. I don't know, is this like a universal sign of something going on? Why am I suddenly running into so many people from my past? I mean, I'm not complaining. Where's the damn shrine at? I think it's more over... Where am I, actually? I think I'm on the wrong side. I think it's over here. I thought the game was about the thunderstorm. Aha, I recognize those waterfalls. I know there's a shrine nearby. Question is, where? Aha, found you. But first, is there anything valuable here? There is. Alright, peace out. You got shock arrows. I kind of want to kill you to see if I can pick them up. However, I'm afraid that if I shoot you with an arrow, you'll fall off. I'll have to go down to pick them up and then call them all the way back up. It's not worth it. So, yeah, I ran into two different friends recently. Once again, what is this a sign of? The fact that I randomly ran into two different friends from my past. Both of whom were, you know, from the same period of my life, you know. We were all in the same first grade class. You know, we spent 8 years together in the same elementary school. We spent the same 4 years together in the same high school, periodically talking. And then, coincidentally, I've talked to neither since high school, and recently I just randomly bumped into both of them on separate occasions. What does this mean? Honestly, it doesn't mean shite. Like, it's cool to see them. Like, there's no deep meaning to it is what I'm trying to say. It's just a big coincidence, right? Eventually, our paths just crossed again. Which is nice. I'm always welcome to that happening. And, you know, I'm always down to reconnect with old friends of mine. because I don't have a lot of friends. I need more friends in my life, you know? Where's the shrine? I don't remember where the shrine is. I'm looking for a big orange object. For the life of me, I can't remember where the shrine is. I could have wait, isn't it in a crevice? Isn't there a little gap in, like, behind the stable? Yeah. I remember now. Found it. And then I see there are 2 more shrines here in Faron I could do. Halt the tilt. That's a lot of T's. So we'll just have to wait and see who else in my life I run into next. So the whole thing about, you know, our paths eventually crossing again. There are people in my life who I have wronged very hard in my life. Honestly, it would be much easier for me if we never see each other again. Though I know that's kinda unlikely. I mean, how unlikely could it really be, you know? This huge world, the chances of me running into the same person again, even just once, I mean, you never know. You would think the chances are against that. Like, the chances of you running into the same person you don't want to run into ever again are pretty low. I don't know. I'm hoping I never see the people I've wronged ever again in my life. However, I have to at least mentally prepare for if that were to happen. Because, you know, I just know that I just know that whenever that does happen, I know I need to sincerely apologize for everything I've done. And believe me, there's a lot of bad things I've done. So where's the other chest at? I don't remember if I need to bring this chest with me as weight. Give me a second, my dog wants to get out of this room. Hold on. He's right now in the same room as me. Give me a second. There we go. I opened the door for him and now he's back outside. He was sleeping in here, so I didn't want to wake him just to basically kick him out so I can play video games. And you know, there are people out there who, you know, we were friendly before, but then we kinda fell off. You know, me and certain people just no longer spoke anymore. However, that was a long time ago when we were kids. I wonder if we were to meet again. It's like, hey, how you been? It's been like, I don't know. Let's, oh, found it. And now I can't even reach the chest anymore. Good job, dumbass. Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, I did not expect that to that to happen. I feel like I screwed up. I think I needed that chest. Where was my last save at? Inside the shrine. Yeah, I think I do need that other chest to basically catapult myself up. Did it save my progress opening that chest? Did it? Okay, it did, but thankfully the chest is still there, because I know you would need it. I can't wait. Yes, my voice just cracked. I can't wait until I get Stasis Plus, Bombs Plus, because they are so helpful. The small little, like, boost in recharge time is such a difference. Makes such a difference. Alright, here we go. Don't screw this up again. Go, 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 go. Shit! Oh yeah, something that I wanted to ask her, like the friend I ran into today. You know, had she showed up, but you know, like I said, she had to leave to help her mom with something. It is what it is. I was going to ask her to, you know, actually take a picture with me to mark down the occasion. Kind of like what I did not do with the other friend I said earlier. But that did not end up happening, so it is what it is. And if you guys think that's weird, well, I've done it before, you know? I've ran into old friends before, and I'm just like, hey, let's take a picture together to mark down the occasion. Okay, what is going on? Maybe I'm standing too far. Like, too far on the end. I need to stand more towards the middle. Nope, very much not. What the hell? Why can't I propel myself anymore? I got it right the first time. There we go. Just needed to put a little oomph into it. Instead of just dropping it, I needed to, you know, give it some force downward. And that should be it. Yes, that is all. So one more and we could get one more. We have 39 shrines already. That's almost a third of all the shrines in the game. So we just get one more, we'll have 40. So, you know, 40, 80, 120. Get one more shrine and we'll be 1/3 of the way there for all the shrines. Not counting the DLCs, of course, which, of course, I will do. So there's one behind Riolu Springs here. And then there's one over here. I can't remember if this one... It should be on the bottom. I guess let's try to go to Riolu Springs. Oh, you want to know something else that I pulled today in terms of, like, Pokemon cards? Today in TCG Pocket, I finally got a pretty good pack. It's not a god pack. I did get 2 good cards out of the 5, so, you know, I got 40% of a god pack. I pulled the full art Sophocles card, and behind that was... What was it, actually? Hold on. The Sophocles is overshadowing the other, so let's see. It was the full art Comfy, however it's pronounced. The full art Comfy card. So, you know, just like with food, finally, some good fucking cards. Hardy Durians, very helpful. Very, very helpful. Whoa, nice! Smack in the face! Okay, this is a gold mine for durians, and I shall farm. Thankfully, the bombs don't make the fruits fly off to God knows where. You want some? Alright. Suit yourself. You know, this whole time for Sophocles' name, I never really paid much attention to it. I never watched the Sun and Moon anime, so I never heard how it's pronounced. And I never really paid too much attention to the name. All I knew, it was pretty big, started with an S, had like a PH in there. Something like that. I don't know, I never really bothered to pay too much attention to how his name is spelled and pronounced. So in the back of my head, I just was calling him Sutopolis. You know, Sutopolis City. And now, you know, ooh, I need another durian for this. So now I have a card for Socrates. Any more durians? Any more smelly fruit? Does anyone out there actually like durian? I do not. It tastes how it smells. Stinky. My mom and sister love durian. My dad and I cannot stand it. We're always like, please get away from us when you eat that. Do not eat that in the house.
Yep.
You know, there are some foods out there that taste better than they smell. Like, they do not smell or taste remotely similar. Kind of like, I don't know, the first example that comes to mind is fish sauce. But when it comes to durian, no, I just cannot. It tastes the exact same way it smells, being stinky. So durian is not for me. What is perhaps below this? Well, the strikes didn't make this thing, you know, propel as much as it made it bounce. Alright, let's see. Any more fruit that I missed? Any more durians? Look at how much this lags out the game, too. Well, not a lot, but you know. Doesn't this game only run in like 30 FPS?
Yep.
Was that entertaining to watch? Me farming durians in a video game? Because if you don't have max heart containers just yet, you should do it too. Okay, I need to wait for the rain to stop. Though, I guess I don't need to, because I can put on the Zora armor and go up the waterfalls, actually. this piece of shit again. Okay, wasn't anything down there. Waste of my time, waste of my weapons hits. Don't worry, little fishies, you will not die in vain. Anything in the water? Oh, hell yeah. Ah, I hate it when that happens. I'm surprised Tears of the Kingdom did not allow underwater exploration. Then again, I guess that game was already so busy, they didn't need that they didn't need that anyways. Still would have been cool. Like, you know, maybe if they added back in the iron boots. This is not a good position for me to be in. I want to ride the wind, but, you know, kind of busy trying something right now. Getting something. Where's Farosh at? I lost her. Oh, whatever. That's right. Hit me. Hit me. I dare you. Hit me. Oh, I thought it would make Link let go. I have no beef with you right now. Oh, this is an EX chest. Cool. Okay, that's gotten now. That's taken care of now. God, I really, really wish I had Ultra Hand. That was pointless. What's there around to pick up? Another chest? That bastard noticed me. I aggroed him. Oh my god, get out of the water. Sweet. Now I shall get out of here. Let me guess, it's gonna break? Yep. You know, I really seem to not be able to pull anything in TCG Pocket because my friends, they constantly pull 2-star EXs and rainbow cards. A couple of my friends have even managed to pull the gold cards too. I have to this day not pulled a single rainbow card nor a gold card. Yeah, I haven't pulled a rainbow or a gold card yet. The other day, I literally pulled the 3-star immersive Guzma, which you can't even trade. So I can't even trade that to myself. I can at least go down and pick your stuff up. No! Oh, no arrows for this one? Fine. Hey, look at that, a chest. Which, let's hurry. Oh, there's 2. And a fish I missed. Oh, there's 3. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Grab them before they, you know, go off the waterfall. Oh, there's no waterfall. Never mind. What am I talking about? It's just a regular opal, but still worth it. Nice. Goodies in all of them. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up, I said. You saw that change sides? Almost never see that happen. Okay, I think the shrine is inside the waterfall, or rather behind, not inside. Yep. Shoda saw. I can go for some Shoda. You know what? I really shouldn't. I'm fat enough as is. Impeccable timing, huh? Oh! I forgot I was standing right there. I forgot I need to, you know, move to safety. Okay, that's 1. So this is more towards, yeah, the left side. Whoops. Oh! I didn't put the bomb down yet. Okay, what did doing that unlock? Is there any chests in the water? I might need to swim back there to see what there is I can get. Oh. Oh, never mind. Those just propelled chests to me. Ice arrows. Nice. I got some nice arrows. And then there's one over here. Yep. That's to be expected. Yep, that's it. And then there's the one, you know, next to here. I'll probably get to that one. Probably don't have time to do it. Master mode. This is the second time I've ever played Master Mode, you know? So the shrine would be more this direction. I should probably get up there, conserve some stamina, and height for that too. I see a Korok over there. You can see it on the map as well. Are these durian trees? Fantastic, they're durian trees. There's no monkeys in this game. I shall still take the durians, however. What do you think is making that sound? Okay, so the shrine should be just around here, I think. Hold on. Oh, no, not here. It's down here. Over here. At Calorie Lake. Isn't there a Lionel here? I remember there's a Lionel somewhere. Oh, that's a goat. I'm like, what am I looking at? Is that a Lizalfos? No, that's a goat. I hear Cass. That means there's a shrine quest around here. I don't think I can hit you with this. Well, it was worth the effort. It was a nice try, Link. Oh, I remember this. I need to, you know, be struck by lightning. I don't think I can do this one yet. I don't have the Thunder Helm, nor do I think I have enough hearts to survive a freaking strike of lightning. Oh wait, no, I could just put a metallic object on there and still be struck. Never mind. That's right. Oh. Where is Cass, by the way? There he is. Let's get to him and then call it. So we'll do this, you know, shocking shrine next time. Where did I just see a fish? You are mine! What's that over there? Nothing else to pick up before we end? I don't see anything. Alright, so this is where I'm gonna end this here. That's all the time I have for today. Next time, we will talk to Cass and get the shrine quest. See you guys next time. Bye now.